Hi folks, G3 here. In today's episode, it's We Love the Planet Original Orange Natural Deodorant. I'm testing it out and letting you know what I think of it. So, let's get going.
So this one is We Love the Planet deodorant. It is original orange scent and this is 65 grams. Now I bought this for £9.99. Now it's cardboard and how it works is it's got this outer sleeve that you pull off to expose the deodorant. I've started using it for a couple of days already. It's a nice scent. It's original orange, so good citrus. And the way that it works, like a lot of these, is you push up from beneath. It's got a cardboard tube at the bottom that you push, and then that will push the deodorant up ready for you to use. Now, let's have a look at what it says. So yeah, it gives instructions as to how to use by saying, carefully push the bottom of the stick up by 1 centimetre. A few swipes on each armpit is all you need to stay fresh all day. Store cool and dry. Now, quick look at the ingredients we've got in here. Cocos nucifera, which is coconut oil. It's got sodium bicarbonate, zea mays, which is cornstarch, Kera alba, which is beeswax, macadamia seed oil, citrus nubilis, which is mandarin orange peel oil. It's got limonene, helianthus anus, which is sunflower seed oil, tocopherol, and limonol. Some of these are organic ingredients and some of them are components of essential oils. It's made in the Netherlands. Now let's take a look at what's inside this tube because it's got a few bits written inside here. So it gives you a little indication as to what you need to do to push the tube up in case it wasn't obvious. And then they've got ingredients in a number of different languages in there. So I'm going to be testing this over coming months to see how long it lasts and whether it's effective or not, and I shall feed back to you. So let's jump to the future and I'll tell you what I think of it.
I've been using this We Love deodorant for a little while now. It's going quite well so far. As with a lot of these, it's a tube deodorant, so you need to sort of push down from below to keep pushing the deodorant out when you want to use it. When it gets to a certain level, you might need something to push in there to do it. So that would be like maybe it's sort of like a lipstick size, I guess. If you've got a lip salve tube, then that's the kind of thing you can put it on a desk and then push down to keep pushing that up to extract it. And what you can see here is that the tube is quite messy around here from use. Now, because the way that this one works, it has a large top cover for it. So rather than others that have just a small little top, you've got a big one, which means there's quite a bit of push down on the tube of the deodorant when it's been used, and it's collecting around the bottom here. Got a bit of gunk there. It's collecting around the top of the tube because when you use it, here you see at the top, when you use it, it will go over the edge of the tube. So when you push the top back down, that's going to be pushing the deodorant back down. So it collects at the bottom. So that's not a great design with it, I would suggest. Is wasting a bit and getting messy. Now, the way that you use these deodorants is that they need to be rested on your armpit just for a short while before use. So I'm going to put it on here just for a few seconds just to sort of start warming up so that it's more pliable, and then it will easily come on there. But you see, with this one, I'm getting quite a few clumps. It does seem to be a little bit clump forming compared to others. So there. So if you do get that sort of clumping, the way to do it really then is to use your fingers to rub that in. But it's not great from that point of view. Other deodorants seem to be a bit more pliable when you're putting it on. But there we go. You see that's gone in now, but I'm going to have to wash my fingers to clear that off. But it's gone in well. I really like the smell of this one. It is the original orange and it smells really nice, really citrusy. So I like that. So despite it having a few issues with regards to the clumping, it is a really nice smelling deodorant. So I do like that from it. Okay, so I finished using the We Love the Planet Original Orange Natural Deodorant. And as I mentioned when I was using it, the tube is rather messy. There's quite a bit of squidge and wastage, a little bit on the top. Because of the way the product is designed with this long tube on top, it does mean it gets quite messy. And so there was a little bit of wastage there. And that probably contributed to the fact that I got 81 uses out of this. This deodorant cost me £9.99. So for 81 uses, that represents 12 pence per use or 24 pence per day. Now that's not the cheapest of all the deodorants I've tested. I did
test a Your Nature deodorant that came in at 5p per use, so 10p per day. So this is quite an expensive deodorant compared to that one. And I think the reason being is that it did have a bit of wastage when I was using it, and also when I was putting it on, it was probably a little bit more liberally than I had with some of the other deodorants. It did apply quite well. It was a nice application, so it was smooth going on, but that did mean that I probably used a little bit more than I would with another deodorant. So let's take a look at what I've rated this deodorant. Now, when we're looking at smell, so this is a rating from 0 to 5, 5 being good, I gave it 5 out of 5. I really like this original orange scent. It was very strong, citrusy. I really liked it, so I gave it 5 out of 5. Next up, it's staining. So whether there was any visible staining of clothing when I was using it, leaving marks on the clothes afterwards. And I rated that 5 out of 5. I had no problem with it whatsoever. It was a very good deodorant from that point of view. When it comes to end of day smell, I rated it 3 out of 5. So what I mean by that is I couldn't particularly smell the deodorant smell anymore, but equally I wasn't smelling any body odor. It was keeping that in check, but it wasn't still particularly fragrant. So 3 out of 5. Day-to-day effectiveness, I rated it 4 out of 5. I found it a really good deodorant to use in general. It was quite good to apply. It went on quite smoothly once you'd warmed it initially, and I found it a pretty good deodorant. The reason that I rated it 4 and not 5 was purely because of the wastage. And I found that it would have been more effective if the design of the tube had been a little bit better and I hadn't wasted so much with it going on the edge of the tube and around the ends of it when I was using it. So it's 4 out of 5. For sport effectiveness, so this is how good I find it when I've been doing exercise, which generally for me is a weekly hockey match. And I found that it was okay. I rated it 3 out of 5. It managed to suppress my sweatiness, body odor, and it did a reasonable job there, but it wasn't remaining fragrant. It was reasonably effective. So 3 out of 5 there. So if we total all of that up, that comes to 80%. Deodorants I've tested have rated between 68% and 84%. So at 80%, this is quite highly rated. I think it was a really good deodorant. I loved the smell. It was very easy to apply. The thing that was holding it back was just how messy it was and how much wastage there was on the tube when I was putting it up and down. If it had maybe a small top on there so there was less wastage, then I probably would have rated this much higher. But 80% represents a pretty good deodorant. The other thing to bear in mind is the cost. And at 12p per application, it was one of the more expensive deodorants that I've tested. So you do need to bear that in mind when you're looking at purchasing it. If you've got a budget that stretches to £10 for a deodorant, then I think it's worth a try, especially considering I thought this was a really nice fresh citrus scent and it was quite effective. So give it a go. And if you have done already, then why not leave a comment down below? Let me know what you think of it, whether you've used it and you really liked it. I'd love to hear from you. Well, there you go, folks. That's what I thought of We Love the Planet Original Orange Natural Deodorant. I hope you found it useful. Up next, we got this video that I think you might find useful. And if you haven't done so already, then why not subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you get notified when I load up a new video. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Until next time, bye.